Hey guys, if you need any assets, I know a few of you reached out. We can pull some video and photos of particular players. Just text us and we'll give them to you today.
Good. All right, everyone. Welcome in. Cool. All right, let's get this rolling with Westy here. As usual, as we were going last season, just use the raise your hand feature. Pop that hand up and we'll work around to everyone here. We've got a little bit of time with Westy. So let's kick it off the top with Carol Walton and then we'll go from there.
Hey, Westy, how are you?
Good afternoon. How are you? I'm tired.
Oh, gosh, it looks tough, all these sprints you guys are doing. So thanks for your extra energy and welcome back. I hate to start you off with a doozy, but I was just curious what it's been like to be back in Miami, you know, the same time, given what happened last year with Anton.
Yep, obviously he's always with us everywhere we go. But like I said, it was tough. It was the whole build up to it. Like obviously we knew we were coming back here, so it's like it's tough. It is tough. But like I said, we've come here. We'll do our little bit on Friday for him. We've got a little in-house thing that we're going to do as a team, and we'll pay our respects. And like I said, it's what we'll do. We'll take him everywhere we go.
Are you guys practicing at the same facility as last year?
No, different facility, completely different. But we're still in Miami, which is tough. It is tough.
Okay, and I'll just go ahead and open it up for Dean Smith. What it's been like playing for him so far.
It's what's it been, 3 days? Feels like 3 weeks, but it's been incredible. I knew what to expect, and he's lived up to it and more. He's a great human being. He knows his stuff, and like I said, he's been around everywhere, and it's I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward. I think the lads are as well. It's been a good start.
Thank you, Westy.
All right, let's go to Jorge and then we'll go to Sam Spencer after that.
Hey, Ashley, glad to be back.
Is it?
Nice. I'm curious your thoughts on, I guess, expectations on this year. I mean, obviously they made a coaching change. One of the things that was kind of a reoccurring theme with the front office, with Joe, with Zoran, was the expectations have increased this season. Is that something that you're seeing and something that maybe the squad is demanding more of themselves this year?
Yeah, we had obviously it was a success last year. We just come a little bit short at the end, but that's what happens. We're still, don't forget, we need to. This is still our third year, so we're still a very new club. But we've got what it takes. We know what it takes. We've got the manager's expecting a lot, so he's come here to do things, and we want to fulfill that as well. So it's a big challenge for us, but one we're thriving.
Nice. And last year you came in, established yourself, you know, not only as a player for this squad, but as a leader as well. I'm curious your expectations, I guess your personal expectations for year two. Like, what are you hoping to give Charlotte FC this year?
The first year was obviously for me it was a great success. I did miss a few games, so that's one thing I had a broken preseason. I had to go back and do the visa, so that wasn't ideal preparations. But this year I want a full preseason. I did have a little operation in the off season, which no one knew about, but that's all, touch wood, it all feels good. So I'm ready to go. I've come back in good shape, and like I said, for me, I want to play every minute of every game. That's the least I want to do for this team, is be out there and give my all when selected. And if I perform right, I want to. That's my personal target, is to play every game for this football club and lead us to glory.
Awesome. Thank you. Good luck this season.
Thank you, mate.
Okay, we'll go to Sam Spencer, Arturo on deck.
Ash, good to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Is that a Wimbledon top?
Oh yeah, it's a Wimbledon top. So first, just wanted to clarify. So you said you had an operation in this off season?
Yep, I had a little towards the back end of last season. I had the complicated one. I had a little infection in my leg, but we put it off to the off season. We knew we had a big break, so we got that done. All the metal work is now out. I've got a normal ankle again. and it feels good. So I'm really looking forward to the season ahead.
That's really good to hear. What's the mood like in the locker room? How's the team talking about this season and the preseason and what's ahead?
It's been tough. We're 3 days in, and we've got the afternoon to rest now, which is welcomed. I'm feeling it, but it's been good. Lads have come back in good shape. We did a lot of football this morning, which was tough, intense. Obviously, everyone's wanting to impress the new manager, so with that comes a lot more intensity, and lads are pointing in. But we need to sustain it now, and this is where we'll come together as a team.
To expand on what was asked about the coach, obviously you have a lot of connections. You both have the Aston Villa connection. You both have the EFL and league football connection. Do you think that's going to play into your relationship between captain and coach?
He loves his tea as well. But no, he comes with a lot of experience. Obviously, I never played under him, but I know a lot of people who have played under him. And the same club he worked for, he's still got people there who I speak to. And obviously, being a player, you reach out, ask him what he was like, and everyone I spoke to had great things to say about him. So I was super excited to have him here, and I think we're lucky to have him. I know a lot of clubs back in England were desperate to take him, but thankfully he chose Charlotte. He sees it as a big challenge, and it's even at his stage in his career, he's come out here to test himself, and he wants to do well. So it's only good for the football club.
Cheers. Best of luck this preseason.
Thank you, mate.
Okay, Arturo, then Willie P after that.
Hey, Ashley, how's it going? Happy 2024.
Thank you, and you.
Thanks. Ashley, so new manager, you have mentioned before that it's been 3 days, but it feels like 3 weeks. Technically and tactically, how is that relationship building up right now with Dean, and are the players understanding? How's that dynamic building up so far?
So he did a presentation the other night, which was incredible. Even as old lads were taken back by it, and we're all wanting to learn as well. But the young lads, it was simple. We should all know what we're doing, what he wants. Yeah, we're only 3 days in, but we're working towards what the manager wants and his expectations, the whole culture around the place, which is something what I wanted to bring in last year. And now with everyone is buying into it, and we're developing we've got a great group as it is. Even last year we had a great group, but now we need to push on and all take our performances to the next level as well.
And as the captain, we saw you talking to most of the players, to not say all of the players, during games and during trainings, especially with Enzo. It's the first season for both of you. Now with the young players coming in like Tiger and even Enzo as well, how's that relationship building up with those young players, and that continuing relationship with players like Enzo? Because we know that you've developed a really good relationship since last year.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's tough. Your new year, it's always tough. Obviously, Enzo was learning the language, and now he's incredible. He's almost fluent English. Like I said, so he's bought into it. We've got obviously the young lads coming in. It's not easy for them, but it's one where they'll develop quickly. And like I said, it's all setting us on the right path to success. And like I said, for me, my role never changes. I want to help. I come here to help develop players and be that leader. And like I said, but the manager doesn't want one leader. He wants the whole team to be communicating, and that's what we need to improve on as a whole squad. We all need to be in it together and help each other.
Thank you, Ashley. Best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Okay, Willie P, then Daniel Bramlett after.
Going on, Ashley? How are you, pal?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. I spent some time in your home country and talking to a lot of people about Dean Smith over the winter. And the one thing that came back to me was it brings the credibility to the side because of his experience. How do you feel like the perception of the club maybe changes with Dean's identification with the club?
Yeah, like I said, I'm sure he was a wanted man in England. I know there was some some very big clubs that were linked to him. So I don't know how true that was, but it was when I was back home. I knew of the links, and they were big clubs. So, like I said, for this club to bring him here and to get him here, and it's like I said, it shows what we are building here, and for him to come into that, he will bring a wealth of experience. He's been there, he's done it, he's managed some top players, also developed some top players. Like I said, he said in his meeting, he's coached from under 18s all the way through lower leagues in England and all the way to the top. So he's got everything. I am super excited to work with him.
He mentioned that you were one of the first people to reach out to, which again makes sense being the captain, but also having your kind of combined lineage maybe makes also that much sense as well. What was that conversation initially like, and how has the development of that relationship continued as he tries to draw from you what he needs to get out of the young guys and other players as far as the preseason goes?
Yeah, he just asked what the club was like and what it was like, what we needed, and like I said, I told him I was honest, and he fits it perfectly for me. He does fit it perfectly, and I think the young lads will really develop off him. He's a coach that wants to help people. He lets the coaches that we've got do the work as well. He stands, and from what I've seen, he stands and watches from the outside. He's not always in it. He takes a step back, and you always know he's watching. So he's always in the corner of your eye, and you want to impress him. And the young lads are learning already. I saw him pull 2 of the young lads today to speak to them. And like I said, they need to take it on board and really thrive off working with a great manager.
Thank you, Ash. Cheers.
All right, Danny.
Hey, Ashley, you hear me?
I can hear you, mate.
Excellent. Thank you. Hope you had a great visit back home. Welcome back to the United States.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
Excellent. So everybody in the fan base wants to know, I talk to fans every day. All they want to know is about the future of Karol Swiderski on this team. He's talked to different media about he has a dream to go to Europe. He's also said he wants to win something big here first. So you can't tell us his future. What can you tell us about his present and his state of mind and his presence in camp amidst some of the talk of potential moves in the future?
He's been incredible. I did the gym with him yesterday, and I hate the gym. He hates the gym, but we drove each other through it, and he was incredible. He's been brilliant in training. He said, you ask him what he's doing, he says he's here now. He's working hard. Like I said, he's done well in the running. So he's come. His professionalism has been brilliant. So whatever the future holds for Karol, we want him here. We want him here. He's got quality. He's got a wonderful left foot, and like I said, I think he's shown last year his attitude was spot on, and he performed very well, and was a big contribution to us getting in the playoffs. So again, it's up to him. It's obviously it's down to his decision. It's down to the club's decision. But we want him here. The lads enjoy working with him. We enjoy having him here. So it's whatever Karol wants to do, whatever the club decide it, and if whatever it is, it's his decision, the club's decision at the end of the day. But the lads really want him here, and we take to him. He's an important part of this group.
Cool. And then you talked about some of the young players taking in the lessons from Dino, and that's great to hear. Do you expect young players to make a bigger contribution on the first team this year than they were allowed to last year? Sometimes, a lot of times we saw guys have a great game and then we never saw them again. So is that going to change?
I don't know. They need to work hard, carry on working hard, carry on performing in training, which is the most important thing. Eventually, if they do get their chance, then it's up to them to take it. And I'm sure the manager will see that. And he's, like I said, he's worked with lots of young players before. He's developed a lot of players. So it's up to he's the manager. He'll pick the team, but the lads need to listen to him and take it on board. And us old lads lead by example. The running we do with the old boys will come back fit. So the young lads have to keep up to that level. It's tough. Like I said, the lads who have come from college. I spoke to Jelani. He said the difference is the intensity. So that's one thing that they'll have to get up to speed. The intensity is, I imagine it's a lot different, but he's doing very well. Tiger's doing the same, and they need to learn from us. And then eventually we'll set them on the paths, and we'll be gone. And hopefully they learn from us.
And then just on the other one, last one on the exact opposite of that, Dino has made a very big point of his job is to make the players better on a detailed, granular level. If he does the process of making each player better, the results will flow from that. what does he have to teach you at 33 years old, 16, 17 seasons? How can he make you better?
In football, we never stop learning. We, like I said, we even in training, like the old boys can take the foot off the gas a bit in the warm up, but he's on you. So, like I said, it's up to us as well to buy into that culture.
So no aspect of your, like, what's one detailed aspect of your game that's going to get better this year under Dino? That's what I want to know.
I think the positionally wise defending. Obviously, we've spoke about how we want to play, and we've spoke about that in his thing. So it's hopefully if I'm selected and if I'm part of the team, then I'll be sitting in the middle and controlling and hitting spaces and dictating the play. Like I said, we want to attack at speed as well this year. So that's one thing he wants to improve.
Excellent. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Sam, so I had a quick follow-up there, so let's go to you.
Sure. So Captain, you told Danny that Dean Smith is always watching. He's stepping back. He's leering. Is it as imposing as Paul Hollywood on Bake Off, or is it a little more friendly?
He's a little more friendly. Yeah, he's a little more friendly. He's a great, like I said, he's a great human being. You see him interacting with all the staff, which is nice. And then, like I said, he makes a better cup of tea than Paul Hollywood as well, I bet.
Thanks.
All right, that's the last hand I saw. Final call. If anyone has a final follow-up before we wrap up here with Westy. Caleb, cool. We'll finish with Caleb here.
Hey, Ashley, good to see you.
Hi, Caleb.
Hey, I just want to ask you about sort of the short-term goals that y'all have. By the end of preseason, where do y'all want to be? What are some of the goals that you sort of establish for by the time the preseason ends, you're ready to go kind of to the next stage of regular season?
We want everyone fit and healthy, and that's the most important thing: fit and healthy and ready to start the season. And we know we'll be working up to it. We've got loads of time left, but we're working hard. And we want to all know what we're doing. We want the manager's outline his philosophy straight away, and we need to all buy into it. He's asking questions. He's asking the young lads, so everyone's interacting. And come by the end of the preseason and the start of the season, everyone should know their responsibilities within the team and what the manager wants.
Great, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for hopping on, everyone. Well, let's wrap it up there. Just a quick update. We will have Dean Smith available likely early next week, looking at Monday. So we'll have an advisory out confirming that later this week, but you guys will get a chance to speak with Dean. Lots of Dean questions. So I'm sure everyone's eager to hear from him. But in the meantime, thanks, Westy. Thanks, everyone else, for hopping on, and we'll see you early next week.
Thanks, Captain.
Ashley.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley.